Right, I know some of you like unboxing. I've just received this from Let's Resin. Well, I confess, a couple of weeks ago. Just had a chance to actually look at it, and I thought I'd show you what's in the box. Now, what we have here is the Fast Cure. Now, I've been using a Fast Cure resin recently from Just Few online, the Apex one. And this looks like it's their equivalent. So let's see how we get on with it. So first of all, let's have a look what's in the box and then we'll do something with it. So this is the kit that they have sent me. I'll put you a link in case you want to get one of these kits, of course. And there's lots of stuff in it. Got some lovely little measuring pots. These are good sturdy ones. They're not so sturdy that they're hard to keep clean. And then you can see they've got the measurements in various sizes. There's a ton of these little disposable mixing cups. I do find those useful. So that's those. Information, lots of information. A lot of Let's Resin's booklets come with pictures of Daniel Cooper on the corner. This one hasn't. Daniel, what are you playing at? This obviously isn't one of the collaboration products. There you go, tells you all about it, that's good. It comes with some dies. Oh, that's nice, that's good. A couple of stirry sticks, let's have a look at those. They look nice and sturdy, don't they? Oh, I like these. Yeah, there's some things that when I stir, I like my little thin stirrers that I use, but there's other things that I like a nice big fat one like that. Actually, silicone. I like the big fat ones, silicone in particular. There we go. But I'm guessing this resin's a bit thicker than a normal one because it's a Fast Cure, so I suspect that I should be glad of a thicker, a wider stirrer for that. Some gloves. Now they make these assuming we've all got big hands. I go with the big ones because I suppose that's a safe default. And a load of pipettes. Not sure what I'd use those for with a Fast Cure, but good to have. You can never have too many pipettes, so I'll put those safe. Right, so that's what the product is. It is called Clear Casting Epoxy Resin Fast Cure from Let's Resin. Right, let's have a go at doing something with it. Right, I've got my stuff together. We are going to use some of the colour that came with it, the pots that came with it, and the stirry thingy that came with it, and a little mould that I've had come recently. This is part of a set, there's a big one with it as well. Some beads, just because I fancied using some beads, and let's try one of their colours. I know it's a bit predictable, but let's go with the green. So we're going to mix it up. Normally I fast forward the mixing quite a lot, but as we're testing a product today, I won't fast forward it too much. Now these are a part A and part B. I'm expecting it to be quite high viscosity. So let's have a look. Of course, you know, oh, it just comes off, that's easy. You know the routine, folks. Epoxy resin, whatever sort it is, get your PPE sorted. You want a mask. And I don't mean just a dust mask. I mean a proper respirator mask. I will do a video later actually and just show you what kit I've got. It wasn't expensive, but it is the stuff that's been recommended by a friend of mine who is a chemicals expert for 3M. Right, 1 to 1, nice and easy for the hard of thinking like me. People stop telling me to do maths and tell me that it's not difficult to do a 1 to 2. I guess you're the same people who go and tell people who are dyslexic that spelling isn't difficult. Say no more. Right, so there we go. I've used the little measures on the side to get that pretty accurate. That should be way more than enough, probably too much. And let's get stirring. Now normally this is the bit where I would cut the chunk out or fast forward. But as we're testing a new product, as I said, I will show you it all. So first observations. By all means fast forward, by the way. You can. Nothing stopping you. You do what you like. So first observations. Yeah, it is, as suspected, really thick. Don't ask me if it's low odour or anything. There's something else people do. Ask me if it's low odour. I don't know. Probably. Lots of them are nowadays. If you've got your respirator mask on and you can smell the resin, you have not got your mask fitted properly, you see. Now the nice thing about knives like this, because they're these stirring knives, because they have got a flat side, you can get right around the sides. I think they'd be even better if they'd got like a squared off corner on that side, because there's always going to be that little bit you can't get at. So you need to turn your stir around. Now, I'm going to be stirring this for a couple of minutes. My thoughts then are, let's try their colour. Now, I presume, yes, these are resin dyes. Can you see that? Resin dyes rather than inks. So I will be mixing that in with a little bit of this. And I will then, I think I'm going to drizzle beads into it as well. Possibly down the centre. I'm using up some of my bead stash and I've got some very nice tiny seed beads. Right, as you can see, I am stirring this probably a little bit too fast. I always do. I need to try one of their stirrers. I wonder if they'll send me one. So I'm introducing some bubbles, but I'm expecting that to degas. I have got the Manalus debubbling machine, like a little vacuum chamber I could use, but I'm not going to because I want to try this just as it stands, as anyone would have it, because not everybody's going to have one of those debubbling machines, are they? Right, keep stirring. It's going clear, so I think we must be getting close. That's how you know when your resin's getting pretty much well stirred in, when that milky swirly effect goes out of it and all you're seeing is clear. Lovely, isn't it? There we are. You're meant to stir for 2-3 minutes at least. I've no idea how long I've been stirring here, but I think long enough. Long enough. Well, we'll soon know if it doesn't cure, won't we? But it has gone clear. So that's looking pretty good to me. So let's just go for it and hope for the best. So just for the sake of transparency, she says, looking at a pot of transparent resin. See what I did there? For the sake of transparency. Yes, Let's Resin have sent this to me to test. This is part of the first consignment of things they sent me when they contacted me and offered to help and support my channel. Thank you so much, Let's Resin. That is awesome. I have turned away a couple of resin firms because I wasn't sure about a few things. So Let's Resin I know come very highly recommended. The products are good. I am allergic to one of them, so I shall be avoiding that one. But they know about that. And they reckon I won't be allergic to this one. Now, my allergy is so bad that if it's even in the house, my eyes all swell up. It's horrific. So I'll know by tomorrow if I'm okay with this one. They said it's a very different composition, so fingers crossed. Right, let's put a dot of the colour in. Let's see what that's like. I've got a load of Let's Resin colours and powders, and I'm sure you all know I always use the Let's Resin silicone anyway. It's my go-to silicone. But they have sent me quite a load of nice stuff to use, including the silicone, which is great. Been dying to try this though. I'm very much in love with the one from Just For You Online. But always happy to try another one too. Oh, you didn't see that, right? How many of my videos have got a bit saying you didn't see that right in them? Now, okay, so tip there for you. When you take the top off a bottle of this, or any other little bottle, take that plastic thing off first. Yeah. Before you go tipping it up. Oh, that's nice. It's nice and transparent. Put a bit more. Don't forget, when you're using liquid pigments, you can only go up to 10% of the whole volume with your liquid, because it'll inhibit the curing if you go any higher. And make sure you stir it in really well, because otherwise you'll end up with pockets where it's just not stirred in. Right, I'm going to put this around the edges. It's nearly really thick, so it should be quite easy to control where it goes. Let's see. Going to try this mould with some shimmer colours at some point soon. And the big one. Oops, gone a bit far into the middle there, doesn't matter. Yeah, the big one's lovely. So I'm dying to try that. But for the purposes of testing, I thought this one. And I didn't want to put too much stuff in it because I thought we'd want to see how nice and clear it cures. And putting a lot of stuff in it like mica and glitter and all that, you know, it might inhibit our ability to see just how nice and clear it cures. Assuming it does. I am assuming it does. I see no reason why a product from a brand as well as known as Let's Resin would not be good. So there we are, we've got some green around the edges. Just pull it around these bits here a little bit. Just a little bit. It'll probably go anyway when I tip the clear in. I'm going to dump the clear in the middle so it pushes it out. There. Mixed up too much, so I shall find a mould to put the rest in a moment. But yeah, I thought just stick with just something simple and transparent so that we can just see what this cure's like. Now, as you can see, there's bubbles in it at the moment. I'm about to put some beads, just a little scattering down the centre and into the stalk. Just a few. Because I want to make sure we've still got a good view of what what the resin's like. I'll put the lid on that before I tip them all over. You know what that's, you know, you just know what's going to happen, don't you? Right, let's pop in a little bit more of the resin, just top it up, and then we're going to just leave it. Now, apparently 4 hours. 4 hours, boys and girls. Now, it's quite warm here. Now, you see the beads sat on the top. Now, because it's so thick, I'm not too surprised at that. But now I've put more resin in, they've started to sink. There we go. So yes, 4 hours. We shall see. It is around 20 degrees at the moment. That's quite warm for the UK, for those of you who don't know. Not for our summers, though. Summers seems to have been and gone, which is really annoying because I do like some sunshine. I kind of blinked and missed our summer this year. I think I preferred the heat wave from the year before. Somebody's going to kill me for saying that, aren't they? Right, that's kind of domed up. Now, I'm not going to spray it. I'm not going to do anything. Normally I spray with alcohol, but because that's domed up a little bit, it will spoil the surface tension and it will run over the sides. So I'm not going to use my heat gun. I'm doing nothing. I just want to see how this resin cures up. And with the bit I've got left, I've got a spare mould here. It's just a coaster mould, probably needs a good clean. But I'm going to chuck the last bit of resin in around the outside, because you know what? We then end up with a ring, don't we? And you never know when you're going to need a resin ring for something. So there we are. Right, I'll see you in 4 hours. Although I'll probably come back and have a check in a couple of hours, because as I said, it is rather warm here. And we can see what it's done. You know what, I might make this a little one of my messy trays. Have you seen my messy trays? I might do that. So, people have been asking about cleaning pots. This is what I do. I leave them upside down. And then once it's all drained out, I wipe them out. See you later then, folks. Bye. Right, I'm back. I've had a clean up and we've got a different mat. This has taken, it is warm here, this has taken about 3.5 hours. Might still be slightly bendy, but I don't think so. Let's see. But suffice it to say, yes, 4 hours is completely, yeah, it will. What I wanted to see was how clear it comes out, and Oh, look, I've got a little bit of trimming to do there where I overspilt, but look at that. That is nice. Very shiny. Mould itself is a cheap mould, but that's decent, I think. But from that side, where the resin is in charge of it, I've got a bead on the edge there, which has slightly spoilt the shine. But look, yes. Right, my verdict. Let's resin. Thank you. This is lovely. I like it a lot. I really do. So that's going to become, I don't know what that's going to become. Maybe a little mini coaster. Not sure. But let's resin. Thank you for sending me this to test, and thank you for including that starter kit type thing that got all the extra little bits in it. The colours are really nice. It's just a basic colour range and they're lovely. Thank you very much. So, verdict. I'm happy. Hope you're happy, everyone. Yes, it's good. There's my verdict. If you've enjoyed this little product review video, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of it, and I shall have more coming up for you, because I know from feedback so far people do like to see the different products being demoed before you go ahead and buy them. So, honest opinion there, I like it. It's good stuff. See you for the next video then, folks. Take care all.